There is a prayer you have prayed so many times, it stops sounding like a prayer. It comes out of you now, the way you lock a door on your way out of the house. Automatic, worn smooth. You do not even hear yourself saying it anymore. This letter is for that prayer. You have watched it happen around you. The engagement post you were happy about, genuinely happy, and then had to put the phone face down for a minute. The friend who was single with you, and now is not. The seat at the table that keeps getting rearranged so that you are never the one sitting alone. You have learned to hold your face still through all of it. You have gotten good at it. That is the part nobody claps for. Underneath the stillness, there is a question you have never said out loud, because saying it feels like an accusation. If he can, and he is not, then what does that say about how he feels about you? Hear this carefully, because everything else turns on it. Silence is not refusal. A no would be quick. A no would let you go. What you are living inside is not a closed door. It is an unfinished sentence, and from where you are standing, those two things look exactly alike. They are not the same. God has never once been too weak to answer you, and he has never once been too unkind to tell you the truth. If it were a no, he would have said no. There was a woman named Elizabeth. Scripture says she and her husband Zechariah were both righteous before God, walking blamelessly in all his commandments. Not almost, blameless. And in the very next breath, the text says they had no child, because she was barren, and they were both advanced in years. Sit with how those two sentences sit beside each other. Faithful, and still empty-handed. Her whole life she had done it right, and her whole life the answer had not come, and the people around her could count. In her world, a woman without children carried a shame she had not earned. Later, when the child finally came, she said it herself. The Lord had taken away her reproach among the people. She had carried it long enough to have a word for it. Here is what she could not have known while she waited. Her son was John, the one who would go ahead of Jesus and prepare the way for him. John had to arrive at an exact moment, 6 months before the Messiah, so that a people would be ready to listen. Elizabeth was not being refused. She was being timed. Every year that felt wasted was being counted by Thames, someone who was counting towards something. She got no explanation while it was happening. She got the waiting, and the looks, and the ordinary days that changed nothing, same as you. And when the answer finally came, her husband did not believe it. An angel stood in front of him and told him plainly, and Zechariah asked how he could be sure. He was left unable to speak until the child was born and named. God gave them the boy anyway. The promise never depended on how well they were still hoping by the time it arrived. So let the accusation go. His quiet has never been his verdict on you. There is something else the waiting is doing, quieter than the first thing. It is keeping you. A man who wants you will not make you guess. Real pursuit is not subtle. It is not a message at midnight and nothing for 9 days after. It is not being held close enough to hope and far enough to deny. A man who has decided about you will say so plainly, and then he will keep saying it with what he does, week after ordinary week. When someone leaves you permanently unsure, that is not mystery. That is his answer, given slowly, so he never has to be the one who said it out loud. Some of the years you are grieving are years you did not spend on him. Nobody sends a thank you note for that. It is still mercy. You are not behind. There is no line, and there is no one ahead of you in it. The seasons of other women are not the clock God is reading when he looks at yours. You are a daughter of the King, and that is not a consolation prize for the wait. It is the reason for it. A king does not hand his daughter to whoever arrives first. He is not slow. He is careful, and careful is a kind of love you will not recognize until you are standing on the other side of it. The prayer you stopped expecting an answer to has been heard every single time you said it, even the times you said it without meaning it, especially those. If one line here was the one you needed tonight, leave it in the comments, so it can find the next woman who comes looking. And if someone came to mind while you were reading, the one who has gone quiet about her own waiting, send this letter to her.